and welcome to an explanation of how the Wings allocation calculator works. As many of you may noticed, we had a allocation based on different amounts for the different kind of the 5 coins. So there's a 70% of the Wings for the donation crowd fund are allocated towards BTC. 15% of the 75 million Wings are allocated towards Ether or Ethereum, 6% towards Ethereum Classic, 5% toward Ripple, and 4% toward Litecoin. So one of the confusing things around this with the interface was when someone donated 1 BTC, for example, they would get a different amount of Wings than they would get Ether in the estimation in the estimated Wings. And so the estimated Wings are the number of Wings that someone would get that includes their bonus, the time-based bonus, and how much they put in versus how much already has been donated for that particular coin. So what we did to make this easier was to create this estimation allocation calculator. And so what you would do here is, for example, you would take put in 1 here for 1 Bitcoin, and that would show that right now, based on the number of Bitcoins given and the bonus and such, that allocation estimate would be 33,443 Wings. Now, these calculations rely on the current total of funds collected under that Bitcoin bucket. So if there's more funds that are collected, donated in the next, let's say 2 weeks, that the crowd fund is going on for, that estimation number will change. But for now, it'll at least give you that number for which one is the optimum one that you might want to put in, so that you can maximize the allocation of Wings that you have. And so, for example, we're going to start here with this 1 Bitcoin, right? So that's 33,000 Wings, and I'm going to go to our favorite exchange here, Poloniex, and click on F, and we got F here, and I'm going to just put in 1 BTC right there. So right now, 1 BTC gets me 105 Ether, and I could put that in here, paste that in, and zero that out. Click Estimate Tokens, and I could see that for this, because there's an imbalance here, that I actually would get allocated a higher number. Well, the estimate is a higher number than if I were just to use Bitcoin. And so let's take a look at Ethereum Classic. So I'm going to go back over here and click on ETC. That's going to take me to the Ethereum Classic page. And what I'm going to do again is I'm going to just put 1 BTC here, and I'm going to get this number 683 Ether Classics. So we're going to put that back in there, zero out the Ether, and click Estimate Tokens. And wow, look at that! I can I would get an allocation of over 208,606 to be exact. For Ether Classic. And so the little cheat sheet here is, you see this circle here, this circle is full. That means that this is the baseline. This is at, let's say, 100% of its allocation. And relative to Bitcoin, Ether seems to be at about, let's say that's about 45%. Ether Classic's probably at, let's say 10%. Ripple is at about, maybe that's 8%. Litecoin is, let's say, maybe that's 15%. So theoretically, what should happen, if I got this right, is that when we come back to Poloniex and we click on Ripple, XRP, and we're going to put in 1 BTC in here, and we're going to get 122,850 Ripples. And so we're going to put that in here, zero out the Ether Classic. And as you can see, that 240,000 Wings is the estimated allocation. So basically the reason why is because that Ripple is currently is underfunded. And actually what you could see here, if you want to get a little clever, is that you could see how much it's underfunded. So let's say we put in, well, that would be, yeah, it looks like it's about, let's say 105,000. See if I got this right. I may have broken it, so let's see if I get this right again. Let's see, 9. Okay, so that's how many nines is that? It appears that Ripple is underfunded by about, it looks like 10 million ripples. Yes, so about 10 million. So you go back here, 9.5. Yep. So about 10 million ripples are underfunded compared relative to Bitcoin. So now you can see which one is the correct one as far as the highest allocation for the donated funds. And by doing this, you're really helping out Wings Foundation, because the reason why we did this, and it may seem a bit confusing to folks, is that we wanted to try out how it would work to be able to use multiple currencies to fund a project. We also, while there are third parties out there that will happily take your Ether or Ripple or Litecoin or Bitcoin, convert it to US dollars and that sort of thing, we really believe in decentralization, and we don't want to, when people trust us with the Litecoin or Bitcoin that they may have been holding for a long time and donate it to the organization, we don't want to go and turn it around and just sell it for US dollars or euros or whatever, right? We're all about decentralization. We're all about supporting the ecosystem. And so we wanted to support these other coins, and because also we may be using them in the future. Ether and Ether Classic, obviously we would like to eventually have Wings integrate with those blockchains, so people launching DAOs have a choice whether they want to pick Bitcoin and Rootstock or Ethereum Classic. One of the reasons why we picked Ripple was because Ripple has the Interledger protocol, and so that is one of the technologies that we're considering and using to again allow to get information for donations that are given or money that is sent into a particular crowdfunding, a DAO that is crowdfunding, and if they want to use, again, multiple coins. And Litecoin, we wanted to support because it's been stable for a long time. It's been around. Obviously it hasn't gone up a lot lately, but it neither has gone down. So we wanted some stability in case Bitcoin goes down. Usually the alts will go up. If the alts go down, Bitcoin goes up. And so this kind of gives the organization some stability, and also ensures that we don't really have to go to third parties or convert to fiat or stuff like that we're, as an organization, really not that interested in doing, unless, of course, there's a bill that we have to pay and absolutely has to be done in euros or Swiss francs or whatever. Anyhow, so I hope that explains it all. And if you do have any questions on how this functions, what you could do, or have any problems, what you would do is click here and fill this out. And one other thing that's important here that I'm just going to mention is that when you, for example, use Shapeshift, that will always convert over to Bitcoin. So for now, if you have, for example, Storj, and you want to take advantage of the underfunding in Ripple or Ether Classic, what you really should do is go to your exchange or to a company like Changely, for example, or Shapeshift, and do it there, and then make a donation deposit through one of these 5 right here after you've changed over the coin. So I hope that that helps. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to sign in here and post your question. Thank you very much, and have a great day.